Yo, ex-girlfriend, how you been? I see you still trying to fuck with other women, man. Remember when I first met you in my cousin's house? A week later, we was fucking on your mama couch. Now it's been said that big girls, they don't cry, but they damn sure lie. Look you in the eye, saying you they only. You and I, till the day we die, said you never leave me lonely. Fly tenderoni, but you phony. Shoulda listened when my mama told me. Soon as I turn my back, you try to fuck my homies. That was then, this is now, I got a new friend. Ever since I cut them loose ends, you wanna bone me. Add stripe to my life. Pussy that'll make me think twice about leaving, the wife even. Picture that, you ain't want me when you had me. Now you on your third baby daddy. And you hate to see a nigga happy. So you're trying mad ways to trap me. Looking at my girl nasty, trying to throw the pussy at me.
Look at this bitch over here trying to act like me.
Fuck that bitch. She look like leftover. I'm
still love, baby.
When I the day we die.
Just to make I'm still love, baby.
When I the day we die.
I'm still love, baby. I'm still love, baby.
When I the day we die.
I'm still love, baby. I'm still love, baby.
When I the day we die. Yo, it's always you when your crusty ass crew be acting new. Let me find out you fucking with boo, and y'all gon' feel it. Waiting for the day that you front and catch a lump from my black butterfly. That arm pack a lullaby, sleep on her. She said you bitches tried to creep on her in the mall and didn't know she had the reach on her. Pearl handle 22, my boo. She go ahead and walk her dogs and represent woo to the fullest. You and Hunk can shoot the fair one, I'll bring the bullet. Know what I'm saying? Stop playing. You and them dyke looking bitches acting like y'all jumping something. Go ahead with that bullshit.
I'm still love, baby.
The day we die.
I'm still love, baby.
The day we die.
I'm still love, baby. I'm still love, baby.
The day we die.
I'm still love, baby.
The day we die. Got tired of the games, the lies, the feeble alibis. Now you fucking with the next guy. A thug nigga, derelict, be acting bug nigga. Show this nigga mad love, but get no love, nigga. Stupid ass, plus I heard that he be beating on you. I seen him at the club cheating on you. With your best friend, got you stressing and used up. Pull your shoes up, all you need's affection. But you headed in the wrong direction. Trying to make this nigga jealous with other fellas. All up in my face, acting overzealous. Like you want something from meth. I hope it ain't love, girl, cause I ain't got none left for you. Plus you miserable, and misery love company. Shit, I'm living comfortably. Don't need no nigga hunting me down for fucking round with his kitty. Talk to him before my brother put a spark through him. Won't be pretty. The situation got my whole attitude shitty and got you acting hosadiddy with your slut committee. You know I know, so go find another sucker, yo. I've been there, been done that before, and don't need it no more. That's my word. So go to your room with that there. Word up and tell that big head nigga you run with to do the same. Cause I can be bad by my motherfucking self.
I'm still love, baby. I'm still love, baby. I'm still love, baby. I'm still love, baby. I'm still love,
Yo, welcome to Carter's Corner Pocket. We're through the rocket. Today, I'm talking GameStop. Every single day, GameStop. It's been a while. I've been busy at work. I've been wanting to do a stream. I've got so many tabs open. I don't even know how long I'll be able to do it. I'm just going to start doing it. See the chat. Derek, good morning, man. Hope you're doing well. In a suit, let's go. Yeah, I have to go to work. I was called to a yesterday, actually. They're like, can you be here at 3:30 to 4:30 on tomorrow, Friday, late afternoon meeting? You know what traffic's going to be like when I leave? Because everybody dips out at like 4, actually 3:30 traffic starts building up. So like by the time I even get out, it's going to be 5. So I'm going to be stuck in rush hour traffic out of DC. Yesterday coming home, I had to pick up my dog. Yeah, I've just been busy, like busy as ever. Like I've had, not only with work, it's the busiest time of year at my job. Also just having to balance stuff. I'm dipping out at work so I can attend my kids' like fall events at school. They have some random events. Wednesday, the kids are off, so I'm like watching the kids. But then, my wife was watching them. I had to go to work. And everything's going on, and GameStop's been dropping, but we're good. I see bullish divergence over here. It's on the 2-hour chart. You can see as the price is going down sharply, the MACD is rising up, and it's going to meet up. This is our support line right over here at 2250. Maybe we'll come down for another round of divergence, and then we'll bounce back up. But you know what? Let me open this up by this. Here you go. I love it. Oh, this guy over here, man. Oh, no, never mind. No, not that guy. Not that guy. Oh, man. Wrong guy. No, wrong one. Okay. I think it's that. I don't want to get it confused. Here you go. No, not that. Forget it. Whatever. I had something over here of myself calling out. Look at this. This is what happens, man. You know what happens? I open up tabs on this laptop. This laptop I use specifically for streaming. I open up tabs, and then like it goes days before I do it. Then I have restarts, and like all the parts that I marked, I have to reset it and then reopen the tabs when it restarts. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Should be in the front. Okay, cool. Listen, is inverse over here. Bearish divergence, it's going to drop, and we just broke out. I want to see if this closes out today. Probably will, most likely it looks like it, but we have a gap to the downside over here for the SPY, and the market's just going to line up. Magically, the non-farm payroll report is going to line up and drop it. We'll see what happens. Okay, that was the bullish divergence on the SPY, right? But you can see what's happened over here. Look at that drop, and we still have way more to go. Way more to go. I think SPY is going to hit around 600 by, right now it's a 663. I wanted to go out and say it when it was 670, but I think it's going to hit 600 by like, I'm thinking end of November, but let's just add on a little bit into December for some theta, you know, because things don't always go up. They always pump the market, but I think SPY is going to come down right now. Why do I think that? Let me go to the daily real quick. Just look at the divergence being formed. Look at the MACD. SPY is way more because there's such heavy trading. The MACD, it's more predictable of what it's going to do. Obviously, when there's major shocks, like you see this, like I was measuring the bars of each of these uptrends, like from here to here, it'll be like 80, 90 bars over here, and then a drop. Then over here is like 40. This is like another 80, and then a drop comes over here, like. So we were overdue. Right now we're at like 100 bars. So I was just doing it and lining it up with divergence as well. Because look at how it launches up. But this is bearish divergence. Same thing happens. This is on an upward trend, just flatlining over here. Upward trend, flatlining, and then there's a drop, a pullback, a correction, whatever it may be. It could be a major one. I think it's going to come down over here to like the low 600s, maybe 605, something like that. So what's going on? I'm looking at stuff, looking at the markets. It's the same story, rinse and repeat. It's just they use up the news cycles. Commercial real estate exposure, it's always been there, always been an issue, but they haven't been talking about it lately until today. You know, I've been saying it since 2022. It's just they can bypass laws, they can just inflate things, they can make things look way better than it is. And you know, big banks, they get bailouts. They get bailouts. Hedge funds get bailouts. Everybody but us gets bailouts. You know, so it's just an unfair system. I'm not banking on MOS, but I mean, it still could happen. You know, we're gonna get into that. So moving along, yeah, let me go through because I have to get into work in a little while. Let's continue. Let's see what I said about GameStop. Right now, it's sitting at 23.22. We got a lot to go. Let me take a look at the TAYs, where we're at. I'm going to the 5-minute chart, which I normally don't. Let me just go to the 30-minute chart. That's good. Okay. We have a triangle forming over here. That on Friday I was like, we have an inflection point, and we met the inflection point. This is our strong line of support going up and to the right. Continuous line of support proven once again. So what more do you need to know? We need to know nothing. All you need to know is that we are headed to like 28. Okay. Where did we hit? Y'all remember? Where did we hit? I know we pulled back. We pulled back down, but where did we hit? Let's see. 28.10 on point. If we broke past this, we were moving up. We did not. You know, we had the warrants issued. Which I'm still holding. I know Moran sold his yesterday. I'm still holding. So expect to go back up. Are we going to play with this trend line? Are we going to move sideways for a little while and then bounce back up? So, yeah, we're going to hit 28 again. What is that mark at? Like around January? I don't know if it's going to be January or if it'll be earlier. But what's happening is more hidden leverage is coming out, more opaque. And this all deals with opaque reporting. People just not having reporting requirements, not reporting proper data, like good amounts of data. Just people have very little data to go off of or none. With non-bank financial institutions is what I'm talking about specifically, NBFIs. But that also includes hedge funds. That includes different private equity firms, all of that. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. Now we're back down to 23.22 in that video is what I said. Now we're at 23.25. But, you know, it's just a buying opportunity, man. It's absolute buying opportunity. I'm waiting to buy more maybe next week. Not like in a little bit of a larger amount, just because I know this is accumulation zone. It's never failed when I've purchased large amounts over here. My last larger purchase was like 2165, I think, around that time when they dropped it. Was that it? Yeah, right after earnings when it dropped down in June. So you know what it is, man. This thing is going up to the right while everything is going on in the markets, which I'm going to talk about. I need to start talking about it. Yeah, let me get through the chat real quick. I want to say hi to everyone. Burton, what's up, man? Envoy, welcome. Hope everybody's doing good, man. Jay, what's up, boy? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, Jay knows what's going on with my work, what I'm doing, why I have stress all over, man. And then my son had football practice. So like yesterday, and my daughter had something called Girls on the Run. So after school, they go running. Bill's girl women empowerment. All like so. I had to race home from work. I had to pay 22 something to go like 8 miles out of DC on the Easy Pass. We have the most expensive Easy Pass hot lanes in the country. So I had to pay like 22 something just to get there on time to pick up my daughter like 5:15. Then I had to go take my son 5:45 and practice for football. Then yeah. So that's basically my day, and then I got to wrap up with the family, man. And I got to spend time with my wife after getting the kids to sleep because like we're separated. She's watching the baby. She's going crazy. Yesterday she picked up the kids because I couldn't make it home. So what's up, Sharon? Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, Envoy, that hype vid. I got to check it out again. Michael V, what's up, man? Yeah, suit and tie. I got to go to work in a little while. They called me in for a brief Friday afternoon briefing. I'm loving that. But, yeah, so that's it. Caught up with the chat. What are we doing? Western Alliance Bank. So this is it. Listen to this. This is all hidden leverage. This is all what really, like, hidden leverage is what caused GameStop. The derivatives, the shorts, we're going to look into it. Right now, let me talk about regional banking. What's going to happen is more regional banks are going under. Fifth Third Bank, I don't know if I have it open, but Fifth Third Bank Corp, that's a regional bank that absorbed Comerica, another regional bank. When you got regional banks just absorbing regional banks, you gotta like something needs to go up in your mind, just like how UBS had to absorb Credit Suisse. You know, just same type of thing, but at a smaller scale. And that smaller scale trickles up because eventually, when all this exposure, hidden leverage gets unveiled and the market crashes, which I personally think is going to happen soon. But I mean, like I've been saying that, but these people have ways to roll things over. That the short position of GameStop. I can't show you for certain, but you know the swap. Well, pretty much the May 2024 spike. Like, where did that come from, right? It's because they've just rolled out their debt to a later date. You know, paying fees the whole way, the entire way, and then they do a swap, pops up. You know, they just continue this way. And then eventually, prime brokers are going to be like, look, or like Moran said yesterday on a stream, they're just getting tired. You know, we're relentless. We're going to stay here forever. We're going to be here forever. At least me. I'm speaking for myself. Okay, so this is what happened. Western Alliance Bank, they have a $100 million loss. They're suing Cantor Group over loan fraud. Okay, how will U.S. regional banking stocks open after Zion's Western Alliance tumble over risks? Okay, so this has happened. This has basically happened because of Tricolor was one of them I spoke about. And what was it? First something? I forgot the name. Not First Horizon, even though First Horizon Bank has high credit exposure. First Brands, whatever it is. You know the auto loan. What is it? Here we go. First Brands. Okay, that's it. First Banks, Tricolor raised concerns. They were using collateral, the same collateral through multiple lenders. And when they found out, they're like, oh, whoa, what's going on? You know, Jamie Dimon, I think I have it here. He said, yeah, Fifth Third Bank to buy Comerica, $10.9 billion all-stock deal. Okay? Fund managers say AI stock boom. Jamie Dimon was saying, like, if there's one cockroach, there's probably a lot more that haven't been seen. You know, so that's what he's talking about. This hidden leverage, collateral issues, the same type of stuff that's been going on since 2008. It's happening in every different sector. Okay, we got commercial real estate issues. We have labor market issues. We have the auto industry, the issues, collateralized loans, all over the place. We have policy uncertainty, supply chain issues, AI bubble that could burst any minute because tech stocks are way overvalued. Any weakness in earnings can cause a sharp correction coming up. So yeah, this is what we have right now. Let me see. Yeah, Western Alliance Zions, they disclosed significant credit losses tied to loan fraud by borrowers. They cited misrepresented collateral contract violations, and during all of that, they have large exposure to commercial real estate, and that's a whole separate issue. Okay, so these banks, this is why this is happening. This is why banks will get absorbed. Smaller regional banks will start getting absorbed by large banks, and then the whole banking system will just be dependent on a few large banks. So that sucks. Anyways, because you know they have total control over everything. Yeah, regional banking index has been down 6%. Let me take a look. You can see what's happening with them. Yeah, Zion, I think Zion has more credit, commercial real estate exposure than Western Alliance, but they both definitely do. And there's a myriad of other banks, regional banks that have commercial real estate exposure. And that's what I think Jamie Dimon was talking about. The commercial real estate exposure that you have not seen come up, the hidden leverage that they use. Probably collateral issues as well, you know, like using the same collateral, just like Tricolor has done, just like First Brands has done, and it's gotten them into these issues. So yeah, Zion and Western Alliance, Zion cited a $60 million loss. What is it? Western Alliance exposed to $715 million in receivables from bankrupt auto parts. So $715 in receivables from the auto parts from First Brands and Tricolor, and then they have commercial real estate exposure. These are smaller regional banks. So the 715 hits them way harder than it would like JP Morgan or something, which JP Morgan is tied up into this as well. So moving along, yeah, the VIX jumped to levels not seen since April, since Liberation Day. Right, that was funny. I was telling Marantz yesterday. I was like, the tariffs haven't hit the market as hard as we would expect. Like we saw the dip, right? Look at April. Look at April over here, huge dip, right? It's going to be a bigger dip if I said it hasn't really hit. Like this is the fastest recovery out of a bear market, right, in history. So tariffs haven't really affected. For instance, the SPY, the market, everything like that, because there hasn't truly been retaliation towards the U.S. on tariffs. So when there is retaliation, you're going to see this market drop. Like the whole bottom just went out underneath it. Okay, you're going to see a huge correction. That's what I see. Let me see the chat. What we're doing, suit tie. First, no lie. Balancing all the things for our kids' fault. Yeah, 100%, man. Homework too, man. After all of these activities, my daughter's constantly going to sleep late because I'm over there doing homework. Now she has quizzes every Friday and then, tests. And you know how it is to get them to study on their own. You have to teach them the way. It's difficult, bro. And then over here, they have random days off because, hold on, my bad. There's a teacher shortage. So it's like, they have to succumb to the teachers. The teachers are like, we want this day, this day, this day, this holiday, half day this day, this many half days, and it's like they just have to cater to the teachers. So like people that are working on a Wednesday, this Wednesday I had to dip. Like normally I dip out from work or I work from home when I'm supposed to be in the office on Wednesday. But yeah, it's difficult, man. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna get through it. Because we have to show our children resilience, you know? Amber, what's going down? Hope you're doing well. I really don't know your actual birthday. I would like to know your actual birthday. Message it to me. But yeah, every time Marantz is like, happy birthday, Amber. I think it's like your real birthday. But so here we go, right? We did a regional banking crisis leverage that they have, collateral. The collateral that they have is just all messed up, all out of whack. You see their collateral issues that they have. Fake collateral, getting loans off off the same collateral through multiple different loans. They have that to deal with. Small business loans are going to get more expensive. Small cap stocks, I was telling Marantz, small cap stocks. Okay, so they're spending right now about 30 to 40% of their income on their expenses. That's towards their expenses. So all the leftover money they have to pay their C-suite. They have to pay marketing costs. They have to pay other things. I have notes over here. Let me see, just so I don't miss anything. Yeah, marketing. Okay, I got it. C-suite, marketing costs. What else? Rising borrowing costs for small businesses versus larger businesses. Larger businesses don't have to pay as much to borrow money. So then there's job loss, right? People are supplementing people's jobs with AI. Small businesses are trying to cut money everywhere because they don't want to take out a loan that costs more now. So that's where we're at right now. Then there's supply chain issues. What are small businesses going to do when they get stressed on supply chain issues, right? So I'm not going to read all of this because I want to get through. I don't even know, man. 12:40. Okay, cool. Critical mineral in crisis, stress testing U.S. supply chains. It's China. You know, they're leveraging their access to critical minerals against the U.S., and this is going to be the start. Look, this is retaliation against the U.S. Yet, critical mineral supply chains have become increasingly brittle, concentrated in a handful of countries, overwhelmingly refined in China, increasingly exposed to extreme weather disruption. China has demonstrated its willingness to weaponize its dominance over mineral markets, tightening export restrictions on graphite, antimony, and certain rare earths in retaliation for U.S. trade and technology controls. And at the same time, U.S. is having extreme droughts, heat waves, already disrupting mining and processing in regions inside the United States. So we have an issue with that critical mineral supply chain. Brace for supply chain disruptions. I'm just going to read the headlines, really. Why supply chains need a disruption playbook for survival. We're talking about supply chain survival. Like, it's that brittle. Like, we're on the edge. And it's lining up with SPY divergence. We're going to have a pullback soon. I said, like, 600 by end November, let's say mid-December. That's where I'm going. And watch, it's going to go the other way. I'll be like, yo, I was wrong. But I'm right about the substance. Maybe the price target, I may be wrong. Cost of disruption, and in the automotive supply chain, right? Close to 5% of an automotive logistics market valued at what is it? Disruptions could cost the sector over $13 billion annually, close to 5%. And this is on top of the collateral issues from First Brands and Tricolor. I don't need to read it. This has been out for a while, right? They both filed for bankruptcy protection last month. Two collapses have rattled some stakeholders in Wall Street's multi-trillion-dollar credit machinery, from leveraged loans, collateralized loan obligations, to trade finance funds. Okay, so we're good with that. Everything is interconnected. Everything is interconnected. It really is. Rising insolvencies and supply chain shocks are depleting business emergency cash flows. So I'm trying to shorten the stream a little bit so I can get through everything. So that's why I'm going like this. Disruption now, core financial exposure for supply chain leaders. Yeah, and this is from Supply Chain Brain. This is dedicated to supply chains. More than 94% of critical supply chain leaders expect to shift a critical portion of their supply base to other regions within the next 6 to 18 months as a result of tariffs, other geopolitical pressures. Yeah, front loading is what has saved the, I'm not going to say economy, but like, yeah, I guess the economy. Why you haven't seen a sharp retraction in the markets? It's so many issues. It's ridiculous, right? We've got front loading with tariffs. Like, all of the, I know I've said it before, but it's the same thing. Like, front loading is what saved these businesses, but they're running out now, and they're going to have to start charging more. They're going to start to have figuring out new supply routes, which are going to stop costing more, and figuring out new supply routes through different countries or with it, whether it be inside the United States to avoid tariffs or to lessen the shock. There's going to be inefficiencies, so there's going to be less product on the shelf. There's going to be inefficiencies, and it's going to like everything's a shit show, man. This is why GameStop is the best investment. Like, Morantz isn't kidding when he's like, I'm looking for other companies, because I look for other companies. You got to think future, long term. Where is our management going? Where is their mindset at? GameStop's management is here for complete domination of the market. You know, complete domination. Look at it's 0.74%. To me, it's a joke that spies up the day. It's a joke, absolute joke. Zion has a little recovery. I think personally it's going down, especially Zion. But we'll see where we're at. Right now it's at 48.85. We'll get back to that. Okay, yeah. So we're just cruising along this line, in an upwards trend. What's going to happen when we get here? I don't know. Maybe we'll trade sideways up to here and then bounce back up. You know, rocket back up. The last similar type of drop, I haven't even checked. I'm not even going to talk about it because I'll look at it maybe for the next live stream. But yeah, we have bullish divergence coming in over here on the 2-hour chart. So back to where we're at. Yeah, supply chain disruptions and everything costs more now. Here, tricolor losses. It's not our finest moment. When you see one cockroach, there's probably more. There's definitely more, and more in many different sectors. You're going to see more regional banks go under, and then what's going to happen? Contagion, right? It's already happening in Europe. European banks are dropping due to U.S. regional bank issues. Does that make any sense? No, and it's because everything is interconnected. That's why. Why would a regional bank in the U.S. have anything to do with European banks, Deutsche Bank, Santander Bank dropping? It's because they're interconnected, okay? That's why. Even fund managers say the AI stock boom is a bubble. Bank of America survey says about 54% of fund managers polled by Bank of America said tech stocks were overvalued. Stocks have soared this year amid a flurry of AI announcements. So just like one weakness in earnings will cause a sharp correction of this, and it's expected. Fund managers expect a pullback. Okay, and the reason people are paying a premium right now, they're paying a premium because they're trying to get ahead of the AI boom. They're like, okay, AI is so useful to us. We're just trying to pay higher, because it's going to be way higher in 10 years, you know? And people don't want to give out loans. When borrowing costs are going up because it's like because of the market, you know, like lenders are like, hey, we don't know what the market's going to look like in 10 years. We're not locking in for 10 years unless you pay us more money. You know, that's what the sentiment is right now. So it's not a friendly sentiment for literally the greatest economy ever, right? It's not that great. So yeah. That's the thing, man. Pokemon supply, like the new stuff, I guess. But think about this. This thing, I'm glad I read that. All me and my son care about. Yeah, me too, man. I try to make the openings. I've been cruising in like just after they open. And like I'll stand in line. I don't have to wait for like hours, and like I'm really not trying to do that, especially Saturday morning after working and doing everything. But I cruise in like just like 10 minutes after opening, stand in line for a little bit, maybe like 30 minutes. It's not that bad. I get the Vulture scraps like booster packs or something. I get stuff, man. I got the Mega Evolutions. You know, I went in like 15 minutes after they opened, so it was good. That's the thing, man. I'm glad you said that because we don't have to worry about this as far as what is it? An idiot, what's it? Power packs. That's it. The GameStop power packs. Hold on, I gotta check if I'm getting a message from work. I am good for right now. Okay, cool. So yeah, power packs, man, stays within the U.S. in the vault. We keep flipping it, rolling. I'm seeing people just rip packs. People are like, I don't even collect Pokemon, but it's so much fun. I've dropped 1,000 into it. Like, imagine that. And I've been seeing Corey opening packs, talking about GameStop power packs is trash. It's trash. What else? They're scammers. What type of sentiment is that? When you go in, you have to know what you're getting into. He's thinking like he's ripping like, just keep on doing what you're doing, Corey. You know, I'm enjoying it. But excuse me. Yeah. So that's where it's at. We don't have to deal with any tariffs with I'm sure Ryan Cohen front-loaded inventory. With Pokemon coming, importing, it's going to happen. U.S. dollar weakened, Japanese yen just went up. So yeah, it's going to cost us more. But we'll see what happens with that. If anything will happen with the yen carry trade or what's going to go down. But yeah, so tariffs loading buoyed manufacturing H1, but costs are ahead. Office of Economic Capacity Development, did I get that right? Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, released Tuesday. Yeah, public frenzy over Trump's administration tariffs may have cooled with various trade deal announcements, but the full cost implications. Did I even highlight? Okay, global growth turned out to be more resilient than. And there's another thing. Cumulative global growth is on a downward trend. Let me see. I have these numbers, man. I can't remember everything. Here, do I have it over here? Forward PE ratio of the SPY is historically above average of 25x, showing that there could be a pullback because the last 5 years it's been 21x, and now we're at 25x. Okay, medium-term global growth is at 3.2%. It's low compared to the average from 2000 to 2019. For 20 years, it's been 3.7 average. Now we're at 3.2%. Okay, what else do I have? Anything else I'm forgetting? I think I'm good right now. Okay, front-loading stocks, yeah. It's basically just saying what I'm doing. Cumulatively, global growth is on a downward trend, and it's behind 20-year averages. So, and it's also lower than what was predicted last year. So we're heading in a downward trend. Front-loading is going to end soon, and front-loading stocking up material on product purchases before tariffs take effect was an important source of support, with industrial production and growth in the first half of the year exceeding the average price of 2024 in most G20 economies, the report said. But front-loading has ended in most places, and uncertainty is dampening investments and trade. Yeah. GDP will weaken from 3.3% in 2024 to 3.2% and then 2.9% in 2026. So we're on a downward path. Yeah, so that's where we're at. I already spoke about that. Here's another article. Forget GameStop. You know, Tesla's the OG. We see that all the time. Let me get into what's up, Bossy Boss? Ink it all day. Going down. Oh, Burton's fishing. Yeah, I saw that. I read that, man. For salmon? Bro, is that like I wanted to do that when I was in Alaska. I didn't get a chance. I want to do a lot of stuff. I want to get a shark cage in Hawaii, fishing in Alaska, salmon fish. I wanted to go to I wanted to see a grizzly bear in the wild, but my wife was like, "Get my children in the car," like shouting. I'm like, "Yo, shut up!" I'm like over there creeping in our snow gear, burner on the hip, yo, packed, ready for a grizzly bear. Because we saw like grizzly bear tracks. The drone was like this big, the paw, and I was like, "Let's go!" Shh. My son was like 3. I don't even know. My daughter must have been like, what is it, like 8, 7, 3 and 7. And like we're in the middle of Denali, silence. All you hear is the earth sound, and my wife's like yelling, "Get my children in the car. Do that yourself if you want to do it." So like I got them in the car. I left. I was like, "Yo, shut up. Get back to the car, yo. Don't be screaming out here." Survival. But yo, I hope you got to send me pictures of the salmon, man. That's cool. I have like Alaskan king salmon that they packaged for us, or whatever, the smoked salmon or whatever. That stuff was good. Yeah, so here's GameStop, man. Revenue continuously down. I was looking at this macrotrends.net. Operating margin. Our margin's up. Let's see. I'm not ready for this. I didn't even go through it. I don't know how to use this site. I'm like an old person now. Where is it? Oh, here we go. I mean, what is there to say? Revenue's going up, margins going up. This only the last quarter was a little bit lower because the Nintendo Switch 2 was released, so that's less margins, and we sold more quantity. So obviously, it's going to reflect into our gross margin numbers. So I'm not alarmed with it going down. Just a tad. It's still going up. We're net income. We're profitable. 168.6 million. Doing great. Absolutely great. What's the spy inclusion is like 20-something million, whatever. Okay, so let's go through it. Like, basically this whole stream I wanted to do because it's like, okay, I want to get back to the beginning, right? I want to get back to the beginning. It's like I want to really dig into the documents of what all the meltdown is saying about GameStop. shorts have closed, this and that. So I have documents over here to go through. 1256, cool. Moran sold his warrants because he doesn't want Team 51 having to find money to exercise. Doesn't want to get hooked on playing options because it's so similar. Yeah, you're right. Leroy. So I mean, he can sell. He's like, I want to focus on GameStop, and GME WS does look ugly. You know what I'm saying? It does look ugly over there, and it's free money. It's like a long dated option. In my eyes, it's like a Ryan Cohen authorized call option and strike. So he knows what he's doing. It's kind of saying like GameStop will be at this level by next year, or way higher. So to me, it's inevitable. GameStop's going to be going up, especially, you know what I think it is? I think it's like the annual report, right? When we get the annual report, the 10K, it's just going to murder the market. It's going to kill the market, man. We're looking at 450, 500 million net income profit, annually. Like, that's crazy. Because that jump is coming from where? Let me see. SAG. I should know this stuff. Okay, because that jump is coming from 131.3 million. Okay, 131.3 million to like almost 500 million or 500 million will look great. And it's just continuously growth. Look, from negative 313.1 to 6.7 to 131 and soon to be 450, 500. PowerPax is going to bring in a lot. Their inventory is going up. I saw on the graded cards. And we don't have to deal with tariffs. All the other stuff, yeah, like it's imported, I don't know. I really don't know. I assume a lot of our stuff is from Japan also. Probably China also, but we have to look at that. So collectibles, yeah. But then, I mean, our collectibles are doing well. We're upping the price on collectibles. Maybe that's how Ryan Cohen is. People are complaining about the price of GameStop, but it's still selling out, right? Maybe Ryan Cohen is taking that into, he's not even a maybe. I know he has. I know he has. He's taking it into account. He's raised the price. He's accounting for it, and we're getting ahead of it early. I think things are still being sold out. And another thing, like I was watching some videos, and the dude was like, not only were they selling Nintendo Switch 2s, they were like for game releases, they were selling like a whole ton of Nintendo Switch 1 releases as well, like games for the Switch 1. So we're selling a lot. We're doing very well. Collectibles are going up. The gaming industry. You know how that's. We have to navigate to it, and nobody's giving Ryan Cohen credit. Nobody's giving GameStop credit. There's no analysts. It's almost like I made a comment. I was like, it's almost like they're paid to not analyze GameStop. Look at GameStop, 23.15. We're looking upwards. I'm not scared of this drop. I mean, look at this. Every single earnings, right? This looks like that stock. I even forgot the name. I was looking it up when we were offering warrants. I was looking for other stocks. Innovix. He said every single quarter it's a short ladder attack. Every single quarter there's a sharp drop, even if we report positive earnings. Look at these drops after positive earnings. Drop. Like it's another drop. It's amazing to me. This company just has so much upside, so much potential, and the leadership is consistent. When you have an athlete, right? You want to do you want someone with talent, or do you want someone that comes up and shows up consistency? I always want the consistent person, right, rather than the person with talent, because if the person with talent is not interested, it's like resurrecting a corpse, If the person with drive is there, you can teach them. You can teach them how to play. So Ryan Cohen, we have all the fundamentals, we have the talent, and we have the drive. So it's the full package. It's like having offense, defense, and special teams hitting on all cylinders during one game. This is the game. GameStop, man. Okay, so let's keep it going. So what are we doing? Am I looking in here? Let me just, you know what? This is what I wanted to do for the stream. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, before I get into videos, here it is. Oh, and for the warrants, what I'm gonna do, mistaken earnings for the next 2 quarters, GME should go up. Then warrants go up. Yeah, exactly. I personally think GameStop's going to go up, so the warrant price will go up, and I'll buy it. I'll sell it. Then I'm not going to. I don't think I'll be exercising it. Hold it to June. I'm really going to hold it. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have a plan, but I'm going to treat it like a long dated option, like a leap. So I'm going to hold it. We have data. We have time on our side right now, and GameStop will shoot up. And when it goes up, which I think is going to go to 28 again. And much higher eventually, but when it goes up, the value of the warrants will go up, and I'll probably sell it then and then flip it over to shares. But yeah, so this is the report. Is this GameStop? Is this GameStop? I think this is the GameStop report. Yeah, House Committee on Financial Services, GameStop. It's a lot of highlights. I did a lot of reading. Okay, key finding. This is key finding number 4. The DTCC waived the $9.7 billion of collateral deposit requirements on January 28th. The DTCC lacks detailed written policies and procedures for waiver of modification of a disincentive charge. It calculates for brokers that are deemed to be undercapitalized. Okay, they're just able to waive these charges that would bankrupt these companies. It's so ridiculous how they just get a pass, and that's what I want to show. It's like the passes that they get are so ridiculous, while we will get nothing. They'll take our money, and they'll never even think twice. On January 28, 2021, after consulting with several member firms, senior risk professionals at the DTCC determined, based on their qualitative judgment of market risk, that it was appropriate and prudent to waive the application excess capital premium charges across the board for all member firms. Okay, such use of the discretion is permissible under NSCC rules. In other words, waivers from the excess capital premium charge were not granted to a single firm or a handful of firms that had specifically requested it and warranted it due to their individual responses and countermeasures adopted. Okay, so it wasn't just given to 1, 2, 3 firms. It was just made universal for all firms on January 28th. Do you know why? Because they're all tied up in it. When the word gets out, I'm shorting GameStop, all of them pile into it, okay? They all have short positions. That's why. 6 member firms were assessed an excess capital premium charge that morning, aggregated approximately $9.7 billion. It's just for those six member firms. According to NSCC rules, each firm would have required to pay the excess capital premium charge as part of the daily clearing fund requirements by 10 a.m. 2 of these 6, I'm reading this because I'm going to start naming out the names. I'm going to start naming names. And one of the names is on my thumbnail. And he's been missing. And he doesn't analyze GameStop anymore. Okay, 2 of these 6 member firms, including Robinhood, had specifically requested to receive a modification of, waiver of, or other relief form their overall margin charges from the NSCC on the morning of January 28, 2021. Furthermore, 6 member firms have received excess capital premium charge on NSCC had previously subjected 4 of those member firms. Okay, whatever. Here it is. Where is it? Okay. Email from General Counsel, DTCC, to the committee staff. The 6 firms that received excess capital premium charge on January 28, 2021 were Robinhood Securities, Axos Clearing, Instanet, Wedbush Securities, LEK Securities Corporation, and Vision Financial Markets. So Wedbush Securities was on the hook, and they were going to go under, but then they cleared them out? Are you serious? Wedbush Securities has been trashing GameStop for year after year after year, and has just refused to analyze GameStop now. Has what, like $6.50 price targets, $13 price targets on GameStop? Wedbush was tied up into it. Why? Because they have a short position. They didn't say they have a short position, but why else would you be on that list? To enhance surveillance. Okay, do I need to read it? I'm just showing you. Wedbush is tied up into it. They have enhanced surveillance in the NSCC program. All these firms got dinged and dinged. Well, they popped up. Okay, we need to enhance surveillance on them. They have issues. So they've been surveying these companies, surveilling them since March of 2020. So they knew about this in advance. The NSCC's ongoing surveillance proved insufficient to identify potential liquidity constraints. NSCC had pre-existing concerns with respect to 4 member firms. I'm gonna go through it. I'm not gonna make y'all read all of this. Senior NSCC officials explained to committee staff they believe an across-the-board waiver excess premium capital on January 28th was appropriate due to concerns that applying the charge in this instance could have caused systemic risk and therefore proven to be counterproductive. NSCC officials confirmed that the excess capital premium charges have not been waived. Had not been waived. What? Had the excess capital premium charges not been waived, several NSCC member firms could have simultaneously been unable to meet their collateral deposit requirements, which could have knock-on effects on the clearinghouse if it was forced to cease clearing trades for such firms and liquidate their inventory. So all of their inventory would be liquidated. NSCC risk managers believed an across-the-board waiver was an appropriate step to take because they are focused on the market as a whole and the ability of member firms to make margin calls over an extended period of time rather than on a particular day. So there you go. They're focused on the market as a whole, not just us and our stock. Okay, so they're going to do whatever they need to do. So what do you do to get your stock price up, to justify where GameStop belongs as a price? Okay, you're going to turn the whole damn business around the way Ryan Cohen has done it. You're going to build up your coffers, right? You're going to have cash. You're going to have a ton of cash over there. $8.75 billion in cash, 500 million in Bitcoin. You're going to have that ready for this moment right now when all the regional banking when the regional banking system has issues. Oh yeah, the Fed repo facility, reverse repo facility has been tapped into over the last few days from banks. That signals liquidity stress on banks. So there you go. You have it over here. They said Wedbush is part of it, okay, and they're focused on the market as a whole. So they waived all excess capital requirements, penalties, and you have it right here. Here's the story. They're focused on the market as a whole and the ability of member firms to make margin calls over an extended period of time. They're going to do this over an extended period of time. That's why May 2024 was a huge run up to 80 in the pre-market, right? 60 during trading hours. NSCC was forced to waive the application of excess capital premium charge. They were forced to do it. Designed to deter risk at precisely a time. It was designed to deter risk at precisely a time when the need to disincentivize individual member firms from accumulating excessive risk on their trading books was most urgent. NSCC managers held conversations with specific member firms to determine countermeasures of the firms were adopting to address volatility in their trading books, as well as to raise capital or otherwise access liquidity. They're giving them the liquidity to stay afloat. Okay, here. For context, during the entire period between January 2025 and February 2nd, the height of the meme stock market event, 8 NSCC member firms in total were assessed excess capital premium charges, aggregating approximately $21.9 billion, and 5 of these firms are subjected to enhanced surveillance by the NSCC. Do you know why they wouldn't just eat the $21.9 billion? Well, maybe they go under. I don't know about that. But they have egos higher than Everest. You know what I mean? They don't want to admit that they were wrong because they're supposed to be the experts, not us. But that's where it is. On the morning, okay, listen to this. On the morning, Timothy Cudahy, Managing Director of Financial Risk Management for the DTCC, determined that waiving the penalty charges would promote market stability by mitigating risk. This is the guy that gives the authorization, okay? Penalty charges would promote market stability by mitigating the risk that impacted firms could default due to the application of non-core charge that was, in this case, caused by extraordinary market volatility. Cudahy has the ultimate authority to authorize waivers of excess capital premium charges. And in theory, he does not need to consult with anyone to authorize the waiver. However, the recommendation to waive excess capital premium charges originated with mid-level risk management professionals. Why not the top? Why didn't it originate from him? Why mid-level management professionals? The guy that's authorized to do it. He has the last say. He's the one that's supposed to say. Cudahy informed the committee that he first learned of Robinhood's trading restrictions in meme stocks by reading about them on Bloomberg. What the hell is going on over here? Approximately 90% of these charges were incurred by 8 member firms: LEK, Instinet, Wedbush, Vision Financial Markets, Velox Clearing, Axos, whatever. Virtue is one of them. It's probably why you have Doug Sifu coming out talking trash all the time. Yeah, and Wedbush Securities again. Yeah, so I think it says they regularly waive excess capital premium charges on member firms. I think they referenced 2008. Okay, look at this. Excess capital premium charges calculated versus applied. So March 2020, COVID, look at the capital premium charge calculated, and look at what was applied. They charged them, the premium charge was $14 billion, they charged them about $3 billion, okay? And then again, later, premium charge over 14, they charged them $4 billion. Look at January 2021. Premium charge $16 billion, what did they charge them? Nothing. It's a blip. They charged them nothing. That is ridiculous. Why? Because it would destroy the entire market. You know Thomas Petterfy said it. Dangerously close to the collapse of the financial system. Thanks to GameStop. Is there anything else? Am I anywhere else? I'm good with this document. Okay, House Services Financial Committee. I've been doing work, man. I've been reading. I've been trying to dig. What's going on? Endgame, what's going down? Welcome, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I got to go into work in a second. Where are we at? 112? I'm trying to leave at 1:30, so we'll see what we can get through. Maybe I'll have to do a weekend stream. I always say that my weekend's busy as ever, man. I got so many birthdays to go to. I've been doing like finishing the flooring, like finishing, like the last areas I got to do the edging, like the trim and all of that. I just been putting it off, man. You know how it is. Working on cars, doing regular maintenance, all of that. But yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. But yeah, so that's what we have for that. What document are we in? Okay. Do I want to save it? Yeah, I do want to save it. Okay, cool. Okay, and now y'all like, oh, I didn't come for this, just to be reading off documents. But it's important, man. It's important. If you want to know what the origination of everything is, and like I feel like not enough people dig into these documents. And it's the true documents, and it's because really it's hand and reloaded. It's like it's demonstrably true that shorts have closed. Okay, here you go. Short, we're gonna prove that wrong right now. Nobody knows if they closed, but we know hidden leverage. We know how they work. Short interest ratios tend to be quite low for large non-financial stocks. They are often less than. This document is the SEC's, I believe. Yeah. Staff report on equity operations market structure early 2021, the SEC's report. Which, why are we even trusting them, right? Okay. Few stocks, if any, have short interest greater than 50% on a given date. Okay. Short interest ratios tend to be quite low for large non-financial stocks. They are often less than 2.5%. Whereas for small non-financial stocks, they still tend to be less than 13%. Where was GameStop? Like 200-something%? Few stocks, if any, have short interest greater than 50% on a given date. Until recently, short interest of more than 90% was observed only a few times, in 2007 and 2008. You know, when they cheated and got in their short position before they knew it was going to crash. When examining short interest as a percent of shares outstanding, GME is the only stock that staff observed as having short interest of more than shares outstanding in January 2021. The only stock. Remember when they talk about GameStop, it's the only stock. When he said the market was going to crash, was at risk of collapsing, it's only GameStop. Okay, the report is named GameStop. There's a reason. You are right. I am right. We know this. We study all the time. In seeking to answer to this question, staff observed that during some of the discrete periods, GME had sharp price increases concurrently with known major short sellers, covering their short positions after incurring significant losses. During these times, short sellers covering their positions likely contributed to the increase in GME's price. Okay, so they do say that, right? So, but we're going to look into it. Figure 6. We're going to look into Figure 6. Figure 6 shows that the run-up GME stock price coincided with buying by those with short positions, okay? However, it also shows that such buying was a small fraction of overall buy volume. So that short buying that launched GameStop up, so what was it, $480, $120 now, split accounting for the split, was a small fraction of that volume. So Yeah, explain that. Explain what would have happened to GameStop share price if a large fraction of shorts, if it was accounted for. If a large fraction of them covered. And I'm going to show you how little of the shorts covered. The underlying motivation of such buy volume cannot be determined. So they don't know who bought. Which, retail shareholders did buy. But, yeah, let's keep on. Belief in the fundamentals of GameStop, it says, whether driven by a desire to squeeze short sellers and thus profit from the result rise in price, or belief in the fundamentals of GameStop, it was a positive sentiment, not the buying to cover, that sustained the week-long price appreciation of GameStop stock. Okay, here's figure 5, okay? This is short interest dropping, and I believe the huge drop in short interest is not because they covered and the short interest corrected. It's because they found a way to hide the short interest, self-reported short interest. Come on, Here's a large drop, and it dropped down to 20-something%, which is still extremely high short interest. Here we go. Here's figure 6. This is what I want to show you. Okay, the blue is the total buy volume. Okay, look back in 2021. Okay, here's some short seller volume over here. The red is the short seller volume. The people, short seller buy volume. So the people that were short, these are their purchases. So look at total buy volume. Look at short seller buy volume. Okay, and where are we at? This is in millions of shares. So we are at only about what? Halfway up over here. Okay, so now let's look at, what was this, February 5. Look at this minimal buy volume. This is about halfway. What is this, 2.5? Half of that, 1.25. Half of that, what, 6.25, something like that? 6.25? Something around there, right? Okay, so 0.625, sorry. So this is about, let's say 500 million, right? So 650 million. I'm not crazy. I'm crazy. No, 650,000. Okay, so each time the stock hit this level, that's 650,000 shares. Okay, so you do the math. 650,000, and then minimal amounts of short seller buy volume. Here's the total volume up here in the blue, and here's the short seller buy volume. The volume does not account for the stock price. This minimal amount of short seller buy volume launched the price up that high to $480. So imagine if short sellers truly covered. This proves to me that they did not fully cover. They did not cover or close their position. They didn't close their position. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at on this. So it is not demonstrably true that short sellers close their position. And somewhere over here, in some of these documents, I don't even know. Let me see if I have it highlighted. 1 second. It talks about how there's no evidence. There's no evidence that they can say that short sellers did close. I don't have it highlighted over here. I have one more document to look at. And I didn't even highlight it. We're just going to go off executive summary then. I guarantee it's in the executive summary. Right here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and see over here. The FSB, Financial Stability Board. Leverage and non-bank financial intermediation, okay? So let's just go to executive summary. I'm not going to take long. Promise. All right. Leverage in the financial system, NBFI leverage. So they look at all international markets and hidden leverage and things like that. So here, let's talk about it. In 2023, the FSB published a report on the financial stability implications of leverage in the NBFI leverage report. The NBFI leverage report found that NBFI leverage played a significant role in stress episodes such as March 2020 turmoil, the default of Archegos in March 2021, the commodities market turmoil in 2022, and the LDI crisis that amplified stress in the UK gilt market in September 2022. Following these episodes, authorities have taken important policy steps to address some of the vulnerabilities that came to the forefront. While substantial policy work has also been completed by standard-setting bodies. Let me jump to the good part, okay? They're trying to have banks and everything have liquidity preparedness, basically, of non-market participants, okay? Report aims to address financial stability. Where is it, man? See, this is I didn't. I should have saved this for another time. But let's see. Here we go. Leverage can be either financial through borrowing via loans, bonds, repurchase agreements, reverse repos, which we know they're doing, different swaps and other security financing transactions, or synthetic, using derivatives that can create exposures whose value depends on the underlying value of the underlying asset. Leverage can either be on balance sheet, example loans or bonds, or off balance sheet, holding shares in leverage investment vehicles or special purpose vehicles created to finance risky assets. So what do you think they've done? You know, they talk about derivatives. We're pulling up all the facts over here, man. So that's what I'm done with that. I'll go through that and see if I see anything else. GameStop right now sitting 23.14. We're looking good. Do I want to do this, man? I got to bounce in a little. Yeah, Archego, see, it's mentioned in all the documents. You just got to look, man. You just got to look. Add two and two together from multiple documents, and you know they didn't close. They're trapped in here with us, you know, and we're not going anywhere. I've suffered my whole life. I lived through hardships. You know, I lived through hardships, so I can do this. I can continuously do it. You know, they don't. They're not used to struggling. They're not used to toughing it out like that. You know, so they're messed up. They're done. Let's go ahead and see. Where am I at right now?
For every action comes an equal and opposite.
Now we're about to see them lie, because I gave you all the facts. Now we're going to watch them lie.
Reaction.
So I first heard about these communities when my partner at the time was getting very wrapped up in the GameStop short squeeze that happened in January of 2021. I feel like it started to become a real issue when his mind became just obsessed with the conspiracy behind it and thinking that the whole entire market is about to collapse. I feel like it began to take over his life, and all his spare time kind of went in.
You damn right it took over my life.
Reading Reddit and getting deeper and deeper into this conspiracy rabbit hole and becoming invested in these, what I think are absolutely crazy theories. So he went to bed that night and I stayed up and I Googled GameStop is a cult, and that's where I found GME Meltdown, the subreddit.
So the GME Meltdown subreddit started as people were getting pretty fed up with seeing constant spam posts to the front page of Reddit of people within these stock communities begging people to come and buy into the stock that they're all obsessed with.
GME Meltdown is a subreddit pretty much just designed to laugh at and make fun of apes and point out all of their insane conspiracy theories. Apes are the hardcore cult-like investors.
Yes, I'm a proud member of GME Meltdown.
Yeah, I hate this guy. I know Jesus says not to hate, but I hate this guy.
The purpose of GME Meltdown Sub is to spread the word and spread the facts that cannot be spread in the echo chambers that apes have created for themselves.
The content is usually one of two categories. Either it's laughing at somebody literally having a meltdown. That's why it's called GME Meltdown. It's an ape melting down over how bad their investment is doing.
They made a meme out of me. And, you know, they took me, I wear a helmet, a space helmet. I have it over here somewhere, but I wear a space helmet during the live stream, during the earnings report. And I'm cheering on the stock and I'm like, come on, baby. And then it just starts tanking. And you see the reaction of me.
They lost how much?
And then they made a meme.
Oh, man.
The other one is pointing out and laughing at the latest insane conspiracy theory that apes have come up with.
Over time, it sort of grew into a community of people interested in the ongoing saga and lore and mythology of these conspiratorial communities.
Meltdowners had started seeing the development of the theories around GameStop and felt like what they were witnessing was not real research, but instead a community obsessed with the stock of a dying company in the hopes of reliving a mania that had just gone by.
We're trying to get some of the apes to see the reality of the situation that they're in, and we're trying to save them from the cult that they're in.
Trying to save me from a cult. This would be so fitting for them, for basically all the hedge funds that are interacting with us, right? To come and try to mess with your mind, release all these documentaries. There's a new one out. I don't think I'll have time to do it, so that would be a good way to do it on the weekend if I have time, or just the next stream. I'll do it. It's a Canadian one. Here you go.
faith in MOAS.
Everyone knows the shorts never close.
We also know that Schwartz must close, baby! Woo!
It is demonstrably true that the shorts closed. You can look at the SEC report. They did.
They believe.
Demonstrably true that you're demonstrably ugly, girl. Or bro, whatever. Now let's move it along. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can never I can never be in public places. I'll ruin everything, my whole persona, I can never have a business because I'll be saying the wrong things all the time. But let's go. Now we're on to Jackie, ripping people off. I can't stand it. Wedbush cannot analyze. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go to Michael Pachter on that thing. Yeah, I love it. Wedbush was not they're not analyzing this stock anymore. I love it. Just tells me everything. You can't win. You lost. You're out. I saw your short position over there in the reports.
Asking me about ASST.
Here's this fool. Okay, now I want to touch on this. This is separate from GameStop because this is another grifter. I can't stand him, you know? And the reason I can't stand him, like, if you're just talking, not charging people $500 for your Discord, cool. But he's charging people $500 to lose money, which is ridiculous. And let's just listen in. This stock LPSN, he's been talking about nonstop like it's the greatest thing ever. Right now it is at $5.91. Well, Asset Strive, this one, he got into it right here. It's talking about let's see. Right now, Strive, we are at 82% down from when he told you to buy. He didn't tell you to buy, whatever. He always says, not financial advice, but pay $500 for my Discord. Here we go.
You guys should watch the Sunday video, so then I don't get...
Sorry, and another reason I don't like him, he mocks people. People that pay potential customers to his Discord. He mocks people, talks trash to people, like he's great, grand, like he's perfect. That's why I don't like him. I don't like his whole personality.
Frustrated when I talk about the exact same thing that I talked about literally 12 hours ago. When I talked to you guys about how this green box looks like a very clear area of opportunity, and the lower that the share price goes into said green box, the better opportunity you're going to get from lowering risk and raising reward. And now it's touching that green box, and people are like, should I sell? Should I sell? Is it over? Okay, here's what I need you to do. I need you to put your mouse down or put your phone down. Go outside, go sit in the grass, and then put your hands into the grass. And then don't fucking move for the next 48 hours. So that way, when the share price is up a lot, and you were on the verge of selling because you have no conviction, because you're not in the Discord and you're not educated. So you think that if you follow this guy on YouTube and you just follow his trades, you'll be rich. You won't. And then you have no conviction. And then I'm like, okay, you need to calm down. And you're like, but it's down 7% today. Okay. But is it still at the green box? Yeah. Is it still at support? Well, yes. So, is it cooked or are you just overreacting? What? Oh.
That's at $4 over there. $4 was the stock price. Where is it at now? 81 cents. Let's round it up. Let's give him 82 cents. So you see how much the dude, how much he lost people, because he was on this company nonstop. And this is why you look at fundamentals of a company down 80% since he was mocking people, saying you're an idiot. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh when this thing goes up, or he's gonna laugh when it goes up. And watch this.
And New Zealand Bomb says, I'm looking to enter ASST and BitF. Any advice on those? Well, ASST is at a great spot. We've been talking about this for the last couple days here. ASST being at that green box with support. Look at the big moves that it's made before. So from a risk reward perspective, the lower it gets into that green box, the better your risk and reward is ultimately going to be. So ASST is at a great spot. BITF, I would not buy it.
Okay. Some dude was asking about BITF. Where's BITF? 306? Okay, cool. Let's take a look at BITF. Where's it at right now? Okay. Would not buy it. Don't buy it. It's just gone up. 118% since you said don't buy it. Okay, let's go down over here. 60% if you do go to the current price. So, I mean, this is the thing. Like, I don't trade. You got to know what you're getting into. I'm a different investor. Completely different investor. You look at the fundamentals. This is why you look at fundamentals. So you don't have a drop like this. You don't have a drop like this. He drew this I drew out the same pattern over here. He entered right over here. Talks about his entry. Right around here. Down 55%. Okay? People get into his trades. If you follow his videos, which unfortunately, I don't think I'll be doing another Jackie video. The voice is annoying to me, but I mean, that's just me personally. And watch. He's got to do damage control on his channel. It's funny.
LPSN. LPSN is fine. Would you chill out? Holy shit. It's like people forgot what it was like trading this thing after the one volatile day. I don't know if people forgot, but this thing literally trades like a piece of shit. We took a risk at the low. Now just sit down, shut the fuck up, and just wait. Because like every other trade that we...
And this is 63 cents. It did a reverse split since then. And that's why I drew this, because this is the point where he told people, when he said he got in. Right over here, around this level. So it's gone all the way down. With the reverse split taken into account, it's like almost $12, and now it's at like $5.86. So yeah, this is why TA doesn't mean anything. TA should line up with fundamentals, and yeah, basically, you can use it all in unison, but you should be like, the stock price is disconnected from the fundamentals. Eventually it catches up. Ryan Cohen told us. So yeah, moving along, what else do I have to say? I'm just pointing out the way he treats people, I don't like it. Like, I'll treat someone that way if they do something to me, you know what I mean? But I always give people a chance, so.
All right, ASST. Now, earlier this week, I told you guys to wait because
I'm going day by
be
day
able to buy this piece of shit more inside of that green box, lowering
Yo, fuck your green box, for real.
Your risk and raising your reward. Now the stock is at the macro 0.5 inside of said green box of support. And people are worried now? What? Why?
Because the shit's about a crater. That's why, bro.
Looking for simple, easy opportunity. Folks, it's staring you in the fucking face. And now I'll show you, right, how... Now, this is obviously not financial advice because I couldn't give financial advice, and I would never tell you to take a trade using the paper trading thing because that would be silly, right? I would never, ever, ever do that. So if I was looking at this, I would just take my little box, right? Put my little entry box right there, and then my target is going right back up to where we've seen it go before. So we'll just target $8, okay? And then for our risk, right, our profit stop loss box here, we can put it maybe...
All right, yeah, that's enough. Let me just... I'm just going through my points, and I'm going to just get to it. Because we could listen to this fool be wrong all day long.
Alrighty, well, got LPSN 2%, building some more support off of that 236. This is going to be so funny when Jackie told you to shut the fuck up and just wait for this to break out, and then it does. This is going to be the funniest fucking shit of all time. I'm actually going to laugh. SPWH, I know 50, I saw 50 chatting about that there. SPWH at the top side of this channel. I don't know that I would call it...
Oh yeah, SPWH dipped down too. Okay, we're done with that one. Let's go. It's tough work having to listen to this here.
Can you give me a quick analysis?
Listen to this. So this is something that, like, it's just the way he treats people, his personality, his demeanor, right? So someone asks, he's like, can you give me a quick analysis on MSTR? What the hell is this channel about, right? He analyzes stocks, right? Over here, we're talking GameStop, right? And we're pointing out fakes and phonies. That's what we do over here, right? He analyzes stocks, random stocks. But when someone asks him to analyze MSTR, he goes on a tangent after them. And not only that, earlier in the stream, he mentioned MSTR. So it's not like this is way out of pocket.
Analysis on MSTR. Am I your personal slut? Now, I don't want to be rude to you because you might be new here, But understand something. You just got here, and now you're asking me for favors. You know, fuck me. And then I'm supposed to look like the fucking asshole because I don't want to look.
Yo, I can't stand this guy, yo, for real. I don't even know how I'm doing this.
Because here's where I'm going to end this conversation with. Check this out. You guys remember the LPSN conversation?
So just to explain, as I go along these videos, it's day by day. It started at like September 22nd. Right now we're at the 26th.
Just fucking had it. We put $1,000 into this, right? And now it's up 100%, okay? Stock's up 100%. Well, the people that put $1,000 into it that are totally cool and comfortable holding this, they're going to keep holding, right? But the people that aren't, they're going to lock in that $1,000 profit, right? So they locked in $1,000 in profit. Now, the guy that is more comfortable, instead of $1,000 into the stock, the guy who has $500 into it, and LPSN is now up 100%, this guy's straight chilling, bro. He's like, yeah, I'm up $500, bitch. Let's keep going because I got indicator targets and harmonics and Fibonacci's and RSI, MACD and DMI and ADX. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So he's going to hold it. And then the stock goes up another 100%, right? So now you're up. This guy here, he's up 200%. Well, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but 200% on $500 is the same profit as this guy made selling it early. And then this guy, he's up 200%. Nah, fuck you, bitch. I got more profit targets. I'm going to keep holding. Oh, shit. Now the stock's up 300%. Well, the guy who bought in with 500, he just made more than the guy who bought in with 1,000. Because the guy who bought in with 1,000 had no conviction because he put too much money on the trade. And so when it was up 1,000, he's like, oh, shit. What if it goes down? Panic! And so he sold it. The guy with 500, it went up 100%. He's like, see you at the top, bitch. And then it went up 2.
And now it's down 50%. Idiot. Yo, and here you go. Fundamental analysis. Look at the buys. Look at what's going on, right? All sells as of recent, right? Everybody's selling. All the insiders are selling. COO, Chief Accounting Officer, CEO. Everyone is selling. 63 cents, 64 cents, $1, 103, because they know what's coming, right? If you just look at this, it's easy. They don't make money. They don't do anything regarding money. And now look, he drew another harmonic pattern. He drew another harmonic pattern after he's wrong.
Show you guys this stock because I think it's a piece.
He won't let it go. He won't let it go that he's wrong. Watch, this is October 10th. We're getting to the end, I promise.
I didn't show you guys this stock because I'm hoping that you're going to lose all of your money, and I didn't show you this stock so that, you know, I could look like a fucking dipshit because now it's all the way down here since we've been talking about it all the way over here at like 70, 80, 90 cents, right? So, yeah, I'm disappointed that it is all the way down here, right? And now that it's all the way down here, right, nobody wanted to do any due diligence or any discussion about any fundamentals about the stock during this period of time. But now that it's down here, right, we're going through employees' books and we're looking at browsing websites where employees talk about being disgruntled, and we're looking at their financials, and now suddenly the financials are bad, and now suddenly the employees don't want to work there, and now suddenly it's... I'm not sure how many people are aware of this, but all of the things that you were saying applied here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. But nobody cared, right? Because it was just fun to look at the profit targets and think about how much great money we were going to make. And now the stock is down here. And now we're digging into this, right? Very similar to Root. Is how do I say this? A work in progress.
Now you want to look at the fundamentals of the stock after it's dipped all the way down to the floor, after you lost a ton of people money, people that just believe you because you tout yourself as the best, winning everything, you're the greatest, you know all of this. This is why fundamentals matter, because if you don't look at the fundamentals, he's looking at the fundamentals after they're down 50%, right? It's down 50%, right? Yeah, down 50%. Now he wants to look at the fundamentals. Ridiculous. Yo, I see the chat. Let me go there. I don't want to miss anybody's chat. Tokenized securities, Mac. Yo, I'm back there. Yeah, MacNet Bees. Yeah, tokenized securities as well. You know, they do everything through FTX. What else is there going on? GME, XRT, all the crap that they try to pull. just because of GameStop. You know, that's ridiculous. So, documentary isn't aging well at all. Just like his Bitcoin documentary, he said was a scam at 30,000. Now where we at? I know Bitcoin's down. It was like 105,000 earlier today. Yeah, exposing these clowns. So much faith in that green boxes is the savior. Yeah, like because he believes in himself. He believes in the crap he says. Can't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why the term show was created. 100%. 100%. Let's go. You're about to watch something funny now. Because he talked about BITF. He's like, I would not buy it. Now watch what he says a few days later.
Honestly, I bit of. I think it's going to go higher. Honestly, I truly believe that there is a massive all bat harmonic structure, and the next real resistance point is not until like $7. Honestly, and then once you're there, I mean, why not just complete the harmonic structure because it's so clean. 1.13, 3.0, 382, 886. I mean, this is like one of the cleanest fucking harmonics I've seen in a minute. So I really think that this thing has the chance of going to double digits. So
he just told the dude not to buy it down here. After this run, he said don't buy it. Now it's run all the way up here, and now he's bullish on it. Yo, get out of here. Crap. And now, listen, this is the funny part. Damage control, right? Because that was Monday, October 13th, the last one I showed you. And now he did a nighttime one just specifically for LPSN. You know why? He's going to tell you. Everyone was in his Discord asking about LPSN. Like, what the hell is going on? He's like, I see a lot of stuff going on in the Discord. So all those fools pay $500 to him. And now they're questioning him in the Discord. So now he has to make this video.
And then a bunch of people in the Discord were all asking me, is the stock market over? Is LPSN done? Is SPY going to zero? Is GameStop over? Are we all fucked? And so I decided that, maybe it was best that we came on live and did a little video here on Monday, kind of going over a couple of things that have taken place. The reason that we didn't do a video last night is because it was Canadian Thanksgiving, and so I was enjoying the night off, so fuck you.
Okay, yes. So there you go. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Sharon, to you as well, if you're still around. But, yeah, I talk trash about Canadians, but not the ones I know, but you get the point, Anson Funds, and you'll get the point in my next live stream because I'll be doing that video because it's like an hour. They created another hour and a half long documentary on GameStop and how we're wrong and how shorts didn't close. Another one. So that's why I want to. Hold on 1 second. I got something from my work. Okay, cool. Yeah, there you go. I got work coming in. But all right, let me finish this up. I don't even remember what I was talking about. But here we go. Let me just get back to your regular scheduled programming.
Thought process for right now.
Listen to this.
And then Cordero says, make the Discord free or do a Discord giveaway every day. No, the Discord's literally never going to be free. And you know why it's never going to be free again? Is because motherfuckers like the gray names in the chat box who talk endless amounts of shit about me, but then want me to hand them free plays, right? They'll join the Discord and get all of the education and all the information that I've shared with people who have already paid for free. And that's dumb. Right, that's dumb because I'm smarter than all of those fucking people that are going to join. And then they're all going to sit there and bitch and say, well, now it's free, but I didn't learn anything. So, and no, we're not ever going to do that. In fact, the price of the Discord is actually going to go up soon because, well, to be quite honest, I just don't want any shitty fucking people to join anymore. So I just straight up want people that are actually interested in learning. So we're probably going to end up raising the price by the end of the year, but we're also going to have a Discord discount eventually here, but I'm not telling anybody when. So yeah, but
do you know why you don't want why you have shitty fucking people joining your Discord? Because you are a shitty fucking person, Jackie. That's what it is. You attract that to you. Whatever you are, whatever your mindset is what you attract towards yourself. That's why your Discord sucks. Damn, I had a burp because of Coke. But anyways, we're done with Jackie today, right? Oh no, we're not done with. Are we done with Jackie? Okay, Discord's going up, guys. So get in while you can. He's trying to create urgency call for action to people that are watching his thing. So it's like, okay, that's a call for action. Discord's going up. I better get in. Some poor soul's gonna lose money, man, because they go in like he's God or something. But yeah, here you go. This is the last Jackie video. Then I'm probably have to get out of here because I didn't realize it's 1:44.
Folks, are we finally seeing a reaction? Is there finally some reactivity to the double harmonic completion? Have we finally gotten some reactivity?
He's talking about a double harmonic completion on LPSN. He's still on this thing. Look at it. This was the initial one. He just moved it. A double harmonic completion. It's still way down. So
are we finally about to see LPSN do something? It's up 10% on the day. None of us are excited because it's still at all-time lows. But that daily RSI wedge, that 4-hour RSI wedge, has a bullish divergent touch. And lo and behold, it could be a potential 4-hour failure swing. And if you break that 4-hour failure swing out of a 4-hour / daily RSI wedge,
it's down 16% from when he said this 3 days ago. So yeah, you tell me, yo. And then in this stream, can you imagine, man? I gotta do this. I watched this crap.
There's nothing
skim through this
to changes. Again, I'm not doing this to like show off, but I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard when this thing is trading at $13 in a few weeks. And then everybody's like, why is my position green? Jackie, why would you do this to me?
He's going to laugh so hard when it's the other way around. So, yeah, that's where we're at. You want to, one other thing. Oh, damn. I'm going to have to save you for the next video, Tony, for the next live. One thing I wanted to show you about Jackie, right?
But nothing from like the...
Let's take a look. Go to his channel. Go to his live. Oh, he's live right now. Look. How many lives does he do? But his lives only go back to September 22nd. He goes live every day. Where are his old lives? Why does he take it off? Because he doesn't want to be wrong. Because his Discord is his income, right? His Discord is all he tries to push out to people. Jay Crispy, you're right. Overcharges everything. LPSN, garbage. Absolute garbage. Anything to deter people from GameStop, man. GameStop is it. GameStop's where it's at. We got the trifecta. We have management, we got fundamentals, and we've got an undervalued stock, so we can get in early. We are early right now. Look at this absolute value. Where's GameStop right now? $23.18. That's what I have right now. I'm going to save it. If you want to go ahead and watch it, it's this one over here, net loss, what everyone missed about GameStop. I search for GameStop videos all the time, every single day, whatever is new, sorted by upload date. I have not come across this one. I don't know why. It's being pushed out to my algorithm right now, and I don't know why. But who knows, man? Who knows? It's all a master plan against us. But yeah, I gotta bounce right now because I gotta drive into work. I don't think there's any traffic or anything, but let me play something on the way out. I was supposed to be working from home, and now I gotta go in, and I gotta go to some green room for a briefing I gotta do. Sucks. Anyways, what do we have to play? Jay-Z's One Song. One song I like.
Yeah. Should I do for a living, nigga? Should I eat for a living, nigga? That's how I live for a living, nigga. Watch. Okay. Let's do this. Watch. Things just ain't the same for gangsters, but I'm a little too famous to shoot these pranksters. All of these rap singers claiming they bangers, doing all sorts of twisted shit with they fingers. Disrespecting the game, no home training the manners. I was doing this shit when you was shitting Pampers. I was moving them grams for you knew what a hand that hand was. Ducking the vans, radars and scanners. For you knew what hard white or tan was. I was hitting the turnpike, I ate with the bammers. I was nice with my hands, cause I ate with them hammers. I was pricking my finger for you knew what a fan was. I had it laid out for you knew what the plan was. 300 mil later, now you understand us. Y'all ain't see us coming to Vegas. You ever seen so much sham bust in one night? Ran fucked up one fight. I was on a Peter Pan bus. You was putting Peter Pan up in your room. Y'all fucking with whom? Allow me to retort. You cowards is just now learning the shit that we taught. You niggas ain't know about a ride report, about a high-speed Porsche, i.e. You niggas ain't know how to floss till I came through the door like Eric B. for prayers. Respect me in this bitch. You can't disrespect us cause you got a little check cut. You was sucking us so long, fucking your little neck up. Now you're too big for your britches. You got a few little bitches you think you have, but you just ridiculous. I blew breath for you bitches. I gave life to the game. It's only right, I got the right to be king. Niggas that got life really like what I sing, cause they know it's really like niggas feel my pain. Know the shit I don't write be the illest shit that's ever been recited in the game. Word to the hyphen in my name. J-A-Y dash Hoffa, the past, present, nigga, the future, proper. The holy trinity in hip-hop is us. We give Dre his props, but that's where it stops, it's the rock.
I know you got your eyes on me. I feel you watching me, but it ain't hard to see that you can't see me. You try, but what you think you saw ain't what you thought you saw. You better off not looking at all.
The same as before. People I used to know just don't know me no more. But everywhere that I go, I got people I know. You got people they know. So I suggest you lay low.
I'm still on top of the game, still dropping flames, still cocking aim, still at the top, had the rock for the fame over setbacks. It's been a lot since I came. You seen it all, how I got, how I gained the momentum when it dropped, how I got through the pain. When I rolled a shot, they watched me reclaim the streets. They made a special spot for my name. Straight haters wanna stop to my reign, but the music lives in me, every drop in my veins. The pride and the pain, all the way back from the rise of my name. See the world clear through the eyes of the main. See the world cheer for the rhymes that I gave. When the beat bangs, it'll drive them insane. The odds that I played, the best to emerge in the game is the watcher.
I know you got your eyes on me. I feel you watching me, but it ain't hard to see that you can't see me. You try, but what you think you saw ain't what you thought you saw. You better off not looking at all.
Everywhere that I go ain't the same as before. People I used to know just don't know me no more. But everywhere that I go, I got people I know. You got people they know. So I suggest you lay low.
I'm rated R. My brain contains graphic things. It turns traumatic teens into addicts and fiends. It's like watching a movie through a panoramic screen, which means I can see the whole planet in the scene. Cash is the topic, the object of fatter pocket. Some take the crack and chop it, but those that haven't got to take away to add a profit. It's catastrophic. I take the gat and cock it, and I sit back and watch it. These New York streets is ugly. I keep it gully. The world is mine, and can't nobody keep it from me. Yo, my neighborhood is never sunny. In the place where the number one cause of death is money. You could try coping. I seen enough shit to leave your frame of mind broken. I'm still alive and scoping. Been another 100 years till my sky's closing, and I'ma die with my eyes open. The watcher, the watcher, the watcher.
Here you go. Watch this. The Watcher. Tenev denied there was any existing liquidity issue at the firm. Said Robinhood had tapped credit lines as a proactive measure. I'm about to break my whole computer with all these tabs. Furthermore, of the 6 member firms that it received an excess capital premium charge on the morning of the 28th, NSCC had previously subjected 4 of those member firms to enhanced surveillance. Enhanced surveillance is an NSCC program that identifies member firms which the NSCC has specific concerns about regarding liquidity and capitalization, operational concerns, or other matters. Robinhood, Wedbush. Vlad Tenev, you're a fake and a phony. Till next time. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Peace. Have a good weekend, guys. Be easy. I'll see when I can get my next stream in.